Okay, so everything I'm doing, I want you to do it slower than I do it, and I want you to do about 3 times the amount of what I do. Keep in mind, I'm trying to put this into quick cell phone video clips. And the weather, this pounding rain is making this more difficult. But I'm going to take my knife, it could be my jackknife, but in this case I'm going to use a fixed blade knife, and I'm going to cut shavings off this piece of wood. Remember, I'm only using one piece of wood to get this fire going. No newspaper, no birch bark, nothing like that. If I start swinging the knife like this, I'm inevitably going to cut my hand. It happens every time. And it also happens with, make sure the umbrella's over that, please. It also happens, especially in training, and I have a lot of kids cut themselves, students cut themselves on this application. Rather, I put my thumb on the dull side of the knife, blunt side of the knife, place that right beneath my kneecap and begin simply pulling the wood back. Notice I'm getting shavings, really fine shavings, and they're falling in a controlled manner. If I start going like this, I'm going to cut myself, and also my shavings are not going to be in a controlled manner. Because it's raining so hard, I got to quickly pick up these shavings. It won't take much to ruin what I'm doing. And I'm actually going to put them underneath my hat. Getting a nice good shavings going there. Picking those up, putting them in my hat. Smaller the better. Smaller the better. Okay, so I'm looking for a nice big pile of these. It's going to be underneath my hat. Once I have that nice big pile, which you'll see here in a moment, I'm actually going to switch applications, break out my knife and my axe. And actually take my knife and use my axe very gently to start splitting this piece of wood into very small pieces. I'm going to get like 3 different sizes of wood. One is going to be about the size of a matchstick, thickness of a matchstick. The other is going to be about half the thickness of my pinky, and then I'll work up to the size of my pointer finger. I always mask my axe, and then I can actually just use my knife as my axe by closing my fist, hitting on the back of the piece of wood, and pushing down. Contact splitting is also appropriate. So I take the tip of the knife, push it into the wood, and roll it back toward my body, getting matchstick sized pieces of wood. Very carefully, going to put them under my hat again. Got to keep it dry. We are in relatively difficult conditions right now. Not ideal, but perhaps good for those of you that are learning. There's no reason to rush. The weather makes you want to rush, but the moment you start rushing, you're going to start making mistakes. It's just the way we work as humans. All right, so I'm gonna have a pretty good collection of matchstick size pieces, half of my pinky size pieces, and then pinky size pieces. And we'll have all those in separate piles, which you'll see in the next segment of the video, and then we're gonna make a fire. So we can stop this one for now, pick it up on number 3.